Hey guys, what's up? It's Hype here today with story time actually. This will be the first time you guys hear my voice and this will be my first story time ever. So I hope you guys enjoy. Um just sit back, relax, grab your candy and enjoy the video. Now this story time takes place my 6th grade year of middle school and the day starts off pretty normal. I wake up, I brush my teeth, shower and I get ready for school. So I head to school and my day goes by pretty okay. Like my first 3 periods, nothing out of the ordinary happens. I do my work. It's middle school. It's I don't want to do it, but it's pretty easy stuff. And we get to lunch, and so I'm sitting at lunch. I actually go to sit by my friend. Now let's call my friend Keith. Now Keith was a super chill guy, one of the chillest guys I have ever known, and like just overall such a nice person. He was always buying things for people. He always like Keith. He had money. This dude had money, and he always spent it on his friends. That's just how chill of a guy he was. But let me tell you something about Keith. Keith was not big at all. This dude was so short in middle school. He was maybe a good 5'3". Now Keith doesn't really look like he could defend himself, and I mean he really couldn't. And people knew that. But overall, other than like that didn't matter. Keith was still just a cool person. So I sit with Keith and we're just chilling, eating lunch, and we're sitting there and across our table, maybe like 2 tables away from us, there's this dude. And let's call this dude Kyle. Now, Kyle, let me tell you something about Kyle. Kyle's an asshole. Kyle was like the biggest prick to ever walk this planet. Okay, that's an overstatement. He was not the biggest prick to ever walk this planet, but he was pretty bad. He was stuck up. He was always trying to pick on people that were smaller than him, and he just thought he was so cool. I did not like this guy at all. Like Kyle was not a good person. Like he was an asshole. But since Keith was so small and tiny, that made him a great and excellent target for Kyle. So Kyle, 2 tables away from us, gets up and I see him walk over towards us. And he comes over by Keith and he puts his arm around him and he was like, "Hey man, so I see you always buying your friends stuff. I think you're gonna have to like get me something." And Keith was like, "No, I don't know you, bro." He was like, "No, you're gonna get me something." Like pressuring him to try to get Keith to buy him something. He was like, "If you don't buy me something, I'm gonna have to beat your ass." So that's when I get up and I get into Kyle's face. And I'm like, dude, leave him alone. He wasn't even bothering you. This dude is so much smaller than you. Like, he didn't do anything. Like, go back to your table and sit down. And he looks at me and gives me like the dirtiest look ever. And he was like, whatever, bro. I was just kidding. I was like, no, you were not kidding, Kyle. I was like, leave, bro. So he looks at me dirty one more time and he goes back and he sits back at his table. And then that's when I look over at Keith and I'm like, Keith, are you okay, man? Like, all right, like I'm sorry about that. Like, Kyle's an asshole. And Keith was like, yeah, it's okay. Like, I've dealt with Keith. I've dealt with Keith. I've dealt with Kyle for like as long as I can remember. It's whatever. And I was like, yeah, but he shouldn't be doing that or whatever. He was like, yeah, but still. He was like, thank you, and I appreciate it for you having my back. And I was like, okay, no problem, man. Of course, you're my friend. I'm always gonna have your back. So after that interaction, I thought that was it. I thought we would not have seen Kyle at all. So, like, we get done with our lunch, we go back to our periods. I dab Kyle up, I dab Keith up. Similar names, my fault. I'll get them confused, but you know what I'm talking about. I dab Keith up, and I'm like, all right, bro, I'll see you later. And he's like, okay. So, fast forward to, I think it's fourth period. So I'm in fourth period, and I'm just chilling there, and I really need to go to the restroom though. So I asked my teacher, "Hey, Miss whatever her name is, can I go use the restroom?" And she was like, "Sure, but don't take too long." So I'm like, "Okay." So I run to the restroom, and as soon as I walk in, I see Kyle just chilling there. He doesn't even need to go to the restroom. He's just chilling in there. Why do you what? What? I never understood why people like chill in restrooms. If you're not in there to use the restroom, then leave. There's no point of chilling in the restroom. That's weird. So he's chilling there, and I walk in, and I need to do my business. And as soon as I walk by him, he sees me, and of course he has to say something. He was like, "Oh, isn't the little hero from earlier?" And then that's when I say something. I'm like, "Oh yeah, isn't it the fucking dumbass from earlier?" And he said, "What did you say?" He gets all mad and gets all up in my face. He was like, "You have a problem, bro?" I was like, "Yeah, I have a problem. Uh, you're a dumbass and you think you're better than everybody else." And as soon as I said that, he pushes me. And I was like, "Don't push me, bro." I was like, "Don't push me again." He was like, "Or what? What are you going to do about it?" And he pushes me again. And I'm kind of a hothead. And I get mad really easily. So as soon as he pushes me the second time, I wind my fist back and punch him straight in the face. And I don't think my punches are hard at all. Like, I actually don't think I punch hard at all. But I guess this guy couldn't take a hit because as soon as I hit him, he fell down straight on his ass. And I could tell he was disoriented. Like, this dude was on his ass, and it took him a few seconds to, like, basically remember where he was at. And he gets back up, and as soon as he, like, gets back up, he charges me. And as soon as he charges me, I know instantly, I was like, yeah, we're about to fight. So I get ready, and we start going at it. And honestly, I was beating this guy. Like, I was I was kind of putting the work in. I was beating Kyle up. I was punching him. I pushed him against the corner of the restroom, and I just started going ham. Started punching the crap out of him. So finally, I get tired. I'm like, okay, this is enough. Like, that's it. And as soon as I'm done, I I didn't even have to use the restroom after that. Like, I didn't even need to use the restroom. I don't know what it was. I don't know if it was just the fighting or everything, but I didn't even have to use the restroom. So I get up, and I tell him, "Don't ever mess with me or Keith ever again." And I walk out. And I thought that was the end of it. Nobody was in there to see us. Nobody was there at all. So yeah. So I head back to my class, and I thought that was it. I thought that was the end of it. Fast forward to eighth period, basically the end of the day. Like, we're about to go home. And then a voice over the intercom comes up, and it's our principal. And he says, "Can I have so and so, me, basically, to the principal's office?" And I'm like, damn, because I instantly knew what this was about. So I grab my stuff and I go to the office. And I get there, and what do you know? I see Kyle and my principal. And I walk in and I sit down in my principal's office. He takes me and Kyle to his office. And he sits us both down. He was like, "So, do you know why I brought you in here?" And I was like, "I have no idea." And he was like, "So Kyle told me that you assaulted him." And I was like, "Okay, no, I did not assault Kyle. Kyle was the one that pushed me. I did not assault Kyle at all. He was the one who started the initiation in the first place. And of course, Kyle has to lie out of his ass and says, "No, I did not even do anything, bro. You were the one who pushed me." And I was like, "Kyle, you're such a liar, bro. Why are you lying right now?" And he was like, "Well, Kyle told me that you both were fighting. My principal says that." And I was like, I was defending myself from him. And Kyle was like, "No, I was defending myself from him." Like, this dude was lying. But obviously, there are no cameras in the restroom. So he doesn't know which one of us to believe. He just knows that we were fighting in there. And I was like, oh my God. I already knew what was going to happen. So my principal was like, "Okay, well, I don't know a lot, but I know you both were fighting. So here's what we're going to do." And my principal says, "I'm going to have both of you, I'm going to suspend both of you. I'm going to have y'all suspended 30 days to DAEP." And let me tell you that DAEP, it sucks. It's so awful. It is so boring there. It's so depressing, and I hated it there. There were a lot of good story times to come out of that too. I'll tell you guys in a future story time. But DAP was awful. It sucked. So I was like, "What?" I didn't. He was the one who started it, and he was like, "I don't care. You both are fighting. You both are going." And I was like, "What the heck?" So he has us spend the rest of like not even like 20 minutes in his office chilling in there until our parents get there to go pick us up. And my principal tells my mom that I was fighting. And my mom was not happy about it. She was pretty upset. So I get home. And as soon as I get home, my mom takes my phone away, my PlayStation away. And she was like, "You will not be doing anything for a month." And I was like, "Oh my gosh." So that whole 30 days and that whole month too, I was so bored and depressed out of my mind. I actually DAEP was so bad, it made me want to go back to regular school. It sucked. It was not fun at all. And I would not only that, I would see Kyle in there all the time because we were both in there. And it was just not a fun experience. But yeah, I mean, I was fighting in school, and could I have handled it a different way? Should I have walked out and told the principal? Yeah, I could have, but this dude pissed me off. So I think I still would have fought him to this day. And I really hope you guys don't do anything in the story time that I was talking about. Please don't. It's fighting is not worth it, especially in school. If you have an opportunity to get out of a fight, do it. It's just pointless. I only did it because I'm a hothead, and I would probably still do it to this day. Sadly enough, as bad as that sounds, but I really do hope you guys enjoyed this first story time. I'm sorry if my talking was not that great. I'm gonna try to rework my script. I'm going off like half my script and half off my brain, and I gotta like this is my first time writing this, so there's still some things I gotta figure out. But I hope for what it was, you guys really enjoyed it, and stay tuned for the next story time. I don't know when it will be. Could be tomorrow. Could be 2 weeks from now. Could be a month from now. I don't know. Probably not a month from now, but it'll probably be sometime soon. But I hope you guys enjoyed the story time. Again, do not fight in school. It's not worth it. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. And I will see you all guys in the next video. Peace.
We are dreaming in the dark. We are nothing more than dust. Search but you stay lost. We are